Hi guys, how's it going? I'm Mr. Soupy, and welcome to the last demonstration of the new class Arcanist. We have the Luminary demonstration. Once again, this is not exactly a guide on how to play the class, but more of just a demonstration of its abilities and how you might be playing the class for yourself. For today's demonstration, I will be using a less popular weapon called the Runic Axe, and let's go ahead and get into it. I'm trying my best to sound like less of a bot. So, our first ability is Merciful Hex. Feel free to read if you like. Once again, I will hover over the ability descriptions for a little bit, but I will not be reading them out myself, so you can read them for yourself if you like. So, this is what the Merciful Hex will look like. It flashes yellow and green, and it looks like two sonic booms close together. The hitbox on this is slightly wider than Lightning Bolt and Sentinel's Fortifying Hex, so you'll have a little bit of an easier time landing this. What this will do is it will heal allies and also damage enemies. The first two allies to get hit by this will receive 100% of the healing, and any allies after that will receive 40% of the effect. The first two allies hit will also get one stack of Merciful Hex, as I also have on myself. You also heal yourself every time you use this ability. This dummy now has one stack of Merciful Hex, and so do I. Merciful Hex can be stacked up to 3 times. Each Merciful Hex stack will last 6 seconds, and if you use the skill boost, it will turn into 8 seconds. Also, keep in mind that only one enemy will take the full amount of damage. Any enemies hit after this will only take 40% of the damage. Our next ability is the Ray of Light. Here's a description. This is also another type of beam projectile like the other two classes have. Here's what it looks like. As you can see, unlike the other two beams, it's very fine and straight. The other two beams are a lot more wavy and bouncy. You'll be able to tell the difference quite easily. This Ray of Light will heal all allies in its path. It can't damage enemies. If the ally healed with the Ray of Light has 3 stacks of Merciful Hex, they will receive double healing, and also all their debuffs will be cleansed. It will also consume all their Merciful Hex stacks. This dummy received double healing, and also has all his debuffs cleansed. Our next ability is Energy Seer. Here's what it looks like. If you've been reading the abilities so far, you can see that this Energy Seer is a little bit different from the other ones. Here's a demonstration of how it works. A simple explanation is for each instance of healing you do, you will gain energy off of it. And if you successfully use more than 4 instances of healing, you will also get 40 energy at the end of Energy Seer, and you will get 20% healing boost for 5 seconds. While Energy Seer is active, you also get a 30% speed increase. Here's what it looks like in action. I have to turn my energy on for this, of course. As you can see, for each instance of healing I have done on myself, I gained energy off of it. This will also apply to allies too, of course. Right now, this might be a little bit better than it seems, so the numbers will probably be toned down a little bit. If you successfully get 4 instances of healing, which will be easier to do compared to the other 2 Energy Seers, at the end of Energy Seer, you will get 40 energy and a 20% increase in healing for 5 seconds. You know, it doesn't matter what you use to trigger the instance of healing, as long as it is healing from your part. Our next ability is the blue, Sanctified Beacon. Here's a description. So, as you can see, if you read the description, this beacon can have a permanent uptime, but you likely won't be standing in it the entire time. Here's what it looks like on its own. It has purple particles in its radius, surrounded by a green circle. It also has a crystal on top. Looks pretty neat, doesn't it? So, any enemies that are in this beacon will have their crit multiplier reduced to 100%, basically making their crits do nothing. A form of damage reduction, if you will. Additionally, up to 2 allies standing in the beacon radius will receive 1 stack of Merciful Hex every 4 seconds. So this beacon can emit a total of 5 Merciful Hex stacks for its entire 20-second duration. The numbers on this ability are likely to change in the future. That's what the crystal looks like getting the Merciful Hex stacks. With this beacon, it'll be easier to keep your teammates supplied with Merciful Hex stacks. Our last ability is the ultimate, Divine Blessing. Here's what it looks like. So unlike the other 2 ultimates, this ultimate will actually do something guaranteed on its own, but it's not really that much of an effect. You know, just a casual 800 healing to everybody on your team, no matter where they are. Not very large, I would say. Not very large. You don't have to worry about that. So, this ultimate will, of course, boost your Merciful Hex stack duration by another 2 seconds, so it'll turn into 8 seconds, and if you're using the skill boost, it'll be 10 seconds. Additionally, your beams will not consume any Merciful Hex stacks. Also, allies with max Merciful Hex stacks will receive 50% healing from all sources while your ultimate is up, and if they take lethal damage, they will restore back to 15% maximum health. Here's what the ultimate looks like on its own. If you look closely, you can see some extra pink particles following me. The 800 heal to everybody on the map will happen 2 seconds after the ultimate is casted. Just like that. Using your ultimate is a really great opportunity to get some burst healing in. As you can see, after using the beam, I kept my Merciful Hex stacks. This will be the same for any allies. Here's a quick demonstration of all the abilities being used together. This is likely going to be the most unrealistic demonstration of all the 3, because I don't have any other allies to heal. But anyways, let's do it. And that'll do for this Luminary demonstration video. One last time, if you enjoyed watching, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I hope I sounded like less of a bot this time. Thank you for watching once again. I hope that you guys enjoy playing this class, and I'll catch you all in the next upload. Peace out.